Hello students, this is the first class of this academic year 2020-21. The first chapter in our maths syllabus is sets, relations and functions. We have learned something earlier in the 9th standard itself. A set is a collection of well-defined and different objects. For example, the set of all English vowels A, E, I, O, U. It is a set of all English vowels. And we have different types of sets also. Finite, infinite, null set, equal sets, equivalent sets, etc. Like the number system, we have few operations in sets also. As we have multiplication, division, addition and subtraction in number system, sets also we have few operations that we learnt already in 9th standard. They are set union, set intersection, sets complement. Now, what is union? If we consider two sets A and B, and the union of A and B is written as A union B. It is defined as set of all elements X in A union B such that X belongs to either A or B or both. This is A union B. We have another operation called A intersection B. It is defined as X is such that X that belongs to both A and B. Both A and B. And difference A slash B is defined as set of all elements of X such that X belongs to A but not to B, and A slash B is defined already. And what is B slash A? B slash A is defined as X such that X belongs to B but not A. These are the four operations we learned already in 9th standard. And moreover, we learned also the complement. What is complement? Suppose the universal set is the set of all English alphabets, and set A, the set of all English vowels, then the complement of A denoted by A dash is the set of all English consonants. For example, if U is set of all elements A, B, C and D, and A is A and B, then A dash is defined as C, D. Universal set is A, B, C, D. A is A, B, then A dash is C, D. I'll give another example also. Suppose universal set is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Set A is 1, 3, 5 and 6. Set B is 2, 4, 5, 7. Then A union B. A union B is defined as A, B, C and D. A union B is defined as A, B, C and D. A union B is defined as A, B, C and D. A union B is defined as A, B, C and D. A union B is defined as A, B, C and D. A union B is defined as A, B, C and D. A union B is defined as A, B, C and D. A union B is defined as A, B, C and D. A union B is defined as A, B, C and D. A union B is defined as A, B, C and D. A union B is defined as A, B, C and D. A union B is defined as A, B, C and D. A union B is defined as A, B, C and D. A union B is defined as A, B, C and D. A union B is defined as A, B, C and D. A union B is defined as A, B, C and D. A union B is defined as A, B, C and D. A union B is defined as A, B, C and D. A union B is defined as A, B, C and D. A union B is defined as A, B, C and D. A union B is defined as A, B, C and D. A union B is defined as A, B, C and D. A union What are all the elements that comes to A union B? As I said earlier, the set of all elements that belongs to A, that belongs to B, and also both. So what are all the elements belongs to A? 1, 3, 5, 6. The set of all elements that belongs to B is 2, 4, 5, 6. So we combine and write these together. See to that no element should be repeated. Now it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 1, 3, 5, 6 that belongs to A. 2, 4, 5, 7 that belongs to B. And 5 belongs to both A and B. So altogether now this is A union B. A intersection B. A intersection B is A 1, 3, 5, 6. Intersection B is 2, 4, 5, 7. Now what is common to both A and B? What is common to both A and B? See to that 5 belongs to both A and B. Therefore, A intersection B is 5. Now, from this itself, we can find what is A slash B and what is B slash A. A slash B is, come back to here, 5 is round off. It is common to both A and B. Therefore, the elements other than 5 in A is A difference B. And the elements other than 5 in B is B difference A. So A difference B is 1, 3, 6 and B difference A is 2, 4, 7. See to that. When we find A intersection B, A is 1, 3, 5, 6. B is 2, 4, 5, 7. To find A intersection B, A difference B and B difference A, what is A intersection B? The element that is common to both A and B is A intersection B. Now common element is mentioned here. Now the elements other than the element 5 in A, that is 1, 3, 6 is A difference B. And the element other than 5 in B is B difference A. And already we know this one. Now we have to go to the operation, a new operation that comes in the 10th standard. Now what is the new operation in the 10th standard is, let me introduce now. Suppose we have two persons X and Y, and we have games like cricket, football and hockey. This is cricket, this is football and this is hockey. Now, if a person is asked to select a game for him to play, how they will select the game? That is, X may select cricket, or X may select football, or X may select hockey. Similarly, Y will also do the same thing. Y may select cricket, or Y may select football, and Y may select hockey. That is, X may select cricket, may select football, and may select hockey. Similarly, Y may select cricket, Y may select football, or even he can select hockey. Now we come back to the cross product, the new operation, namely the cross product. It is based on the sets. Now we have two sets, namely set A and set B. This is set A and set B. Can we see any elements now, A and B now? Here A have no elements and B also have no elements. That means they are called the empty sets. When the two sets are empty, we cannot find the cross product of the two sets A and B. Now, for that, the A and B should be non-empty sets. Should be non-empty sets. Let me take few elements in A. A contains B and C. B contains 1, 2 and 3. Now, as I said in the previous example, how X selected the 3 games and Y select the 3 games. In the similar way, now from A you take A as the persons and 1, 2, 3 as the games. Now we can write this one as A, 1 or A, 2 and A, 3. Similarly, we can write B, 1, B, 2 and B, 3, and moreover C, 1, C, 2 and C, 3. From A, you combine A to 1, A to 2, A to 3. Similarly, from B, B1, B2, B3, as also C1, C2, C3. This is called the cross product of the two sets A and B, defined as A cross B. Even though you put X or into here, we have to read it as cross. This is called cross product. This is called cross product of two sets. This is called cross product of two sets. So A cross B contains, now A, how many elements are there? The 3 elements are A, B, C. That is N of A. Number of elements in the set A is 3. How many elements are in the set B? Number of elements in the set B are also 3 here. Now, how many elements are there in A cross B? We can count and find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Therefore, N of A cross B is 9. N of A 1, 2, 3. N of B 1, 2, 3. N of A cross B 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, N of A cross B is nothing but the product of N of A and N of B. Okay. For example, if A contains 5 elements, that is N of A is 5. B contains, that is N of B is 4. Then how many elements will be there in A cross B? They are nothing but 5 into 4, that is equal to 20. Okay. Similarly, now what happens if we find B cross A? So N of B is 4 here. N of A is 5 here. So N of B cross A is nothing but N of B into N of A. That is nothing but 4 into 5, that is equal to 20. So what we learnt now, when we find the cross product of the two sets A and B, that is A cross B and also B cross A, then the number of elements in A cross B and number of elements in B cross A will be same. So what is B cross A? Let me find now and we will find a new relation. What is B cross A? B is 1, 2, 3. Let me take here. This is B, 1, 2, 3. Let me take A here. This is A, B, C. Now what is B cross A? 1 A, 1 B, 1 C. So B cross A is 1 comma A, 1 comma B, 1 comma C. Then 2 comma A, 2 comma B, 2 comma C. Then 3 comma 1, 3 comma 2, 3 comma 3, 3 comma C. 3 comma A, 3 comma B and 3 comma C. Now we come to know that the number of elements on A cross B and B cross A are equal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When we find the number of A cross B and number of B cross A will be equal, but what about A cross B and B cross A? Are they equal? You see the first term here, this is A comma 1, whereas here it is 1 comma A. Here it is A comma 2, here it is 1 comma B. So the elements are different. So number of elements in the A cross B and B cross A will be same, but the elements will not be same. Now what about 1 comma A and A comma 1? Are they equal or are they same? 1 comma A and 5 comma 1, are they equal or not? We will find out now. Suppose you take the graph, for example, this is origin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you take, for example, 2 comma 3 and 3 comma 2. What about 2 comma 3? This is 2, this is 3, this is 2 comma 3. What about 3 comma 2? This is 3, this is 2, this is 3 comma 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now you see that now if you take this as A, that is A is 2 comma 3. If you take this as B, this is B is 3 comma 2. Now A is 2 comma 3, this is here. And this is B 3 comma 2 is here. Their positions are different. Their positions are different. Therefore, 2 comma 3 and 3 comma 2 are never going to be equal. Is there any possibility for the 2 points to represent the same? Yes, they will do. When both the values are different, both the values are same. Suppose A is also 2 comma 2 and B is also 2 comma 2, then both defines the same position. Okay. So here, so A cross B, when we find the positions 2 comma 3 and 3 comma 2, they will not be equal. Therefore, we come to a conclusion that if we have two sets A and B, we can find A cross B and B cross A. We can find n of A cross B and also n of B cross A. We come to a conclusion that A cross B and B cross A will not be equal, and n of A cross B and n of B cross A will be equal. Now one question to all. Suppose n of A is 4 and suppose n of A cross B is 24. N of A is 4, n of A cross B is 24. Can we find what will be the number of elements in the set B? N of A is 4, n of A cross B is 24. Can we find what is n of B? Yes or no? Yes, we can find, because the product of n of A and the n of B only gives 24. To get 24, when we find the product of 4 and 6, we get 24. Therefore, our aim is to find 4 into what gives 24. 4 into what gives 24? 4 into 6 gives 24. Therefore, this is n of A cross B. Okay. So now, I'll give you work for you, dear students. You just try. When I come to the next class, you be thorough with the answers. This is homework. We'll go to the exercise later. This is what I do give here. First sum A is A, B, D. B is X, Y, Z. What we have to find is A union B, A intersection B, A slash B, and B slash A. You find. This is first question. Then second question is A is X, Y, Z. B is 1, 2. Find A cross B, B cross A, and also find n of A cross B and n of B cross A. Okay, these are the two sums. You take it as homework, and we'll see you in the next class. Goodbye. Thank you.